A red oak stood in silent muse, her hibernating pause and snooze, analyzing the attack and retreat of those relentless suitors at her feet. Wildflowers, bushes, flowers and weeds, and all that sings in a playful breeze, but her hardened trunk was such a keeper in distancing the adventure seeker. While fixating on the ground beneath, she left a weak spot within reach, knowing not the time or even the hour that her branches entwined with a passion flower. In transfixed wonder did she gaze, how had he made it through this maze of a carefully crafted, deciduous wall that left no opening, come spring or fall. With undertones of a whispering hush, her leaves succumbing to reddened blush, appeared a purple velvet grace. How did he occupy this space? From wherever did you bloom, she said. How could you ever so lightly tread? I kept a watch, I looked around, your silent presence was never found. Patiently and with a smile, he knew acceptance would take a while. His arduous journey taught him well how onward marching breaks a spell. Her questions came in deep onslaught, arrows tossed and bullets caught. He wore his armor ever so well, allegations a dozen to repel. And when she fell into exhausted sleep, he engulfed her tightly and did inwardly weep as to why she had missed his vine, now so deeply entrenched with the erosions of time. They stayed together in contrasting bloom, her reddish hues, his purple perfume, hummingbirds in endless pursuit to turn his flower into fruit. They grew accustomed to companionship, their bond transformed to a vice-like grip that lovingly embraced every branch and vine. They talked and talked with no sense of time. But as the sun-ups came and slowly went, she lost her leaves, her beauty was spent. A bleak, dull trunk was left to see, just living on a memory. The vine was nowhere to be found. Silently she looked around, begging, pleading every hour to see just once her passion flower. The dew cried tears at her feet. The birds refused to nightly meet. She sighed into the lonely air. No one to talk to, no one to care. She took a promise in the night and blew it on the birds in flight to never ever love again, to protect herself from such brutal pain. Her branches bare, she felt the cold, her wrinkled surface oh so old. But as she glanced through dwindling sight, something reached out in the night. Butterflies cascaded within, her mighty trunk did sing and spin. Along her shrunken, shriveling branch, the angels had come back to dance. He looked at her with tiredness and said, I have so much to confess. While I was not bodily here with you, I slept at your roots and drank the dew. that you had cried each night and day. I quenched my thirst for you this way, and knew that though I live and die, this entanglement will testify. So seasons come and they wither and flower, their love a momentous rising tower, a worldly death an excuse can't find, as their roots remain forever entwined.